We have worked with our stakeholders over the last few years to advance total kidney volume as a prognostic enrichment biomarker. FDA has recently designated TKV as a reasonably likely endpoint for PKD. And that represents a major milestone for the field because they can be utilized directly by sponsors as part of their phase 3 clinical programs. So we continue developing those efforts in 3 major areas right now. We are looking for new biomarkers for PKD, both prognostic and drug response. We continue the disease modeling efforts, and we have recently developed a clinical trial simulator tool that we are starting to take through the regulatory endorsement process. And finally, we are looking at ADPKD and ARPKD, the recessive form, from a PRO-COA specific angle. So looking at the patient voice and patient perspective and utilizing those insights to build PRO-based tools that can be incorporated in future clinical trials. With our work in PKD and similarly with other consortia, really we're only as good as the data we have. And that really revolves around our ability to work with stakeholders in this pre-competitive neutral environment, to bring people to sit at the same table and to really understand the importance of sharing patient-level data for our efforts. So we've been very successful in doing that for the last 10 years. You know, we have incorporated large data sets coming from academic centers, coming from industry contributors, and obviously we have the regulatory voice at the table that can provide feedback in terms of what are the biggest unmet needs and the most important tools that we should develop based on those data. So at the crux of our efforts lies our ability and know-how in navigating this environment where, you know, there are multiple stakeholders, multiple personalities, sometimes egos, and we navigate this environment, and we've done it so successfully because at the end of the day, you know, what we do is for the patients. We're trying to develop tools that can speed up clinical trials so patients can access those drugs faster. And you know, we strongly believe that this mission is not only critical, but it is really the key to success in advancing future tools for PKD and for other indications. So we've worked with the foundation for more than 10 years now. They were one of our founders. They seeded our efforts initially when we started looking at total kidney volume and the qualification effort, and they continue to be our closest partner really in not only supporting our efforts financially, but providing the access to patients, the access to other stakeholders, and you know, being the voice in the community that we can leverage in spreading our message. So, you know, their work and the relationship that we have with them is really critical to our success. And as an example of that, we recently organized a patient-focused drug development meeting 2 weeks ago for ARPKD, the first of its kind, which really we think will lay the basis for future, you know, PRO efforts and hopefully tools for ARPKD. And again, that effort really would not have been possible without the foundation. So we really value and cherish the relationship we have with them, and you know, we are continuing to work together on future efforts.